Abundance. Hope y'all hear me. Abundance. What a great so-called Sunday. What a great day. Period. A day to rejoice. Understand. Um, who you are. Understand that. Understand that a lot of things um in your life that you think meant to happen is not really meant to happen. It's an alignment. Uh, so appreciate your journey, man. Like, at this point in my life, I really understand my placement, my alignment with things. Um, Sometimes it's not meant to be, connected to anybody in more of a physical, mental, sexual way. Um, it's meant to just give them maybe a sentence or a time of reflection when they talk to you and they able to, I guess, evolve in their journey. But I used to put too much on it, and now it's like I'm I really understand my alignment and placement in people's lives, and also understand my position. Being who I am, because all my life I've been, a unique divine being. Starting in school, when the kids used to, the teachers to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna pick one of y'all to answer this question, such and such, you get the answer to." Most likely, she always looked my way and picked me out of everybody, in that class, I guess. And I wasn't even the smartest one, but I just know my energy was so and my aura was so bright within that class that I just knew she was gonna pick me. And then my name was first all the time. Um, Not to say I'm the best of all time, but like it just certain placements in your life you have to understand overstand as you get older. And then when I used to talk, when it was my turn to talk in class, um everybody just turned around and looked at me, bro. Like they never did nobody else like that. And I was researching it every day at school. Somebody raised their hand, nobody would ever look at them. But when it was me, everybody turned around, bro, just to look at me talk. And it was like, why is that? And as I got older, it's because my aura was so strong, and that people notice it, bro. You don't gotta do too much. You don't gotta wear jewelry. You don't gotta wear the flies clothes. None of that. That's just way Vans. Because everybody had on Jordans and all that. I ain't gonna lie. I had a pair of Jordans, two pair of Jordans, but like my main thing was Vans and sometimes Forces. But other than that, I had my own style because my brother used to wear Forces and that's the way I had to pick my own thing out. I used to love the all white, so I was like, bro, I ain't about to get the Air Forces like him. It got to be another shoe out there where I can have my own thing going on. So that was rocking the Vans, and that was before all the 2010 rappers was the way Vans. Um, I was doing it, and everybody in the school was copying the style. I like, damn, you got all white Vans because they used to pick certain color of Vans. Nobody actually really wanted the all white Vans until I started rocking it. And this girl used to rock it. I like, damn. And she gonna show me to my, yeah, I got the same shoe as you. I like, damn. Everybody, see, people secretly admire you and do things, um, you know, in a way, in a way to show support, in a way to show support, without them even telling you, which is weird because they wait till you either die or they don't never tell you that they appreciate you in your essence. And I always been who I am, man. I was never going to change. I just evolved in ways where I was able to seek my inner power. And I was always into music. I always touched on music, man, all my life. And I would just wasn't ready until the moment after COVID, when J. Cole and Kendrick wasn't dropping music, because I was that's like hip hop and R&B, but I just never really took the time to really tap into my essence and really become the artist um, who I was looking for to become that artist of the people. And I was like, damn, they really ain't saying nothing because they was control oppositions the whole time. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just let them. I'm not gonna really put too much faith in them no more. I was trying to tap into something that I never really, you know, really try to tap into to after COVID. And then I was like, yeah. So when I tapped in, I was like, yeah, this sound good. You know, this a music that um I know people will vibe to, but at first it was so trash. It was so trash, man. It was like damn, like that shit was worse than Lil B. You know, Lil B music was a troll music, but it wasn't worse as Lil B. But you could tell where I want to go, and I'm just proud I was able to really find my way with this music because I really love to do this. I'm a student of soul, grandson of soul, and I'm very much appreciative to be able to record and people like it, man. Like when people like that shit, not even I ain't trying to be the biggest artist of all time, but this when one person like it, that's mean more to me than anything. You know, when one person just likes something and they appreciate your work, man, that shit can make you feel okay, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing that shit. Because you'll never know who might need to hear your message. Like when I made the song called What I Lost, man, that song, dude, he's an artist too. He left a comment saying he need to hear that because what you lost sometimes is not really a bad thing, bro. Like people got to stop thinking, oh, I lost her, I lost this, I lost that. It's really just for you to understand why it went on and for you to grow from situations, you know. So that's why I made that song called "What I Lost" because I was going through something too. I thought the girl that I wanted, it was a bad thing because she didn't want me and we couldn't align, we couldn't lock in. So I got tired. I went inside my little studio in my house and I just unleashed my soulfulness, man. And that was the last song to create from that Rebel Sun album. I don't know what went on, but I always knew something was different. Not in the way of, oh, he's weird, he's a creep. No, I just always knew that if I really tap into myself and really get what I need from within, I know that it'd be able to translate and I could be able to create things that I've been wanting to create for a long time. And like I said, I'm just very appreciative that I was able to do that because this thing about it, everybody can't tap into this awareness, man. Like some people got to go through heavy shit, man, heavy shit to really tap into that awareness, bro. Like I don't think people really understand that shit. That shit is not like, oh, I gotta read a book, learn the lessons. No, this shit is like you gotta go through your own personal shit and try to figure out the signs, the symbols, the alignment, the consistent um knowing, bro. Like that shit it's hard, bro. That shit is hard, bro. Like, man, but you gotta understand who you are, bro. A lot of people, um, like I say, a lot of people just walking around just say, oh, you know, get A to B, but it's A to Z with this shit. You know what I'm saying? They think all you gotta do is get a 9 to 5 graduation job, retire and all that shit is the A1 life. Nah, the A1 life is what I am and many others are tapping into the awareness of knowing who you are. Because you can have all that money, all the riches, but you lose that shit. Some people they'll fold. Like when COVID came, a lot of people lost their jobs, man. Like I know, I was grateful to not have a job that enforced that, but and I had my support system, but I feel like people shouldn't have lost their damn minds when that happened because that was nothing but a mind trick, a mind game they played on us. And people think, oh, I get sick, this and that, and they did got sick because their mind was already thinking that based on what the news and media was telling them. So that shit was deep, man. That was a deep time where people should have really tapped on themselves, and we could have really rebelled against the system at that time. But like I said, people got scared, they wasn't aware, and they hit them when they wasn't ready. So that's why you got to stay ready, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like, so, like I say, man, I just want to talk to y'all, man, 10 minutes, but I had writer's block, man, because it's just that the Mercury retrograde, every time I come, it just be so hard to record because I have ideas out the yang yang coming out everywhere, and it's like scrambled eggs, man. I can't really think what to do, and I was lucky enough to get that last album out right before the Mercury retrograde. I was so lucky with that because, like I say, I'm very grateful for my ideas, and I don't want my ideas to go to anybody else. When I see them, I gotta at least jot them down or something because I don't want the idea to leave or go somewhere, to somebody else and they make a good masterpiece. So I be trying to jot it down, but that Mercury retrograde, it is so much in my head, bro. Like it's just crazy, like scrambled eggs, bro. So, um, like I say, just understand who you stand, who you are. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise how to move with your life. If you're doing the best you can and you're not doing it illegally, you're not doing it to badger anybody, or you're not doing it negatively. Just do it the best way you can and don't care what nobody else say, because you're going to have that awareness and knowing that nobody else um are going to understand or overstand but you. And yeah, so I just want to get off my chest, man. And then lately I've been thinking about, you know, I don't know why I was thinking about legacy a lot. I know I made a song called Legacy, but I was thinking about, kids and, wives and stuff. That shit is not the American dream no more. And I don't even think it was the American dream, because these girls, these, even some guys, a lot of things are not aligned. And I don't think people really want to get in line for real, because they are loving the trauma energy, the drama energy, because they feel like they don't have that at a certain time. They want to not be bored. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. I'd rather stay in the house, play my music, be on my wine, than to worry about who this and that in the streets. If that's boring, fuck it. I'm a grown ass man. I don't got time to be worrying about such and such. Because I'm not a female. I don't gossip. You know what I'm saying? They got to understand that real men don't got time to be gossiping and all that. But like I say, I was thinking about legacy and stuff like that. And I know people say you got to have kids, to leave a legacy, to leave a legacy, or have a person you can look over as when you become an ancestor and shit like that. But it just ain't right for me right now, and I don't feel like it'll never be right because it's not. I just have a certain type of sense of energy in me that it's not needed for me to have kids. Um, I don't know why is you know a thing, but I just feel like it's not needed for me to have kids, and it's not even needed for me to align with a woman. I'm supposed to be a messenger for people. Um, a messenger for people. That's what I feel like I need to be, and it's not meant for me to have a so-called happy ending or a legacy. It is meant for the words to resonate and people will remember that image in our memory. Um, that's what I think it is for real. Like I don't even think I'm supposed to even leave a legacy. I think I'm already the last installment of somebody. I'm probably an ancestor that came back to reinstall a new version of a new legacy, but I'm not supposed to have my own legacy. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like I'm an ancestor that came back to help somebody else in their legacy, right? And then I'm not supposed to have my own legacy because I'm an ancestor already. That's how I feel. So it's really hard to explain. But like I said, I'm not meant to have kids or have a wife that allowed me. I'm supposed to be a messenger to keep the frequency at a balanced state. And it's many more of us. It's many more of us, and that's how I feel about it. Cause it makes no sense how I'm seeing people that I was trying to align with and lock in with. they are pregnant right after they get done talking to me, or they were supposed to align, lock in with me, and they get pregnant either way. So it's like, damn, why is that even happening right after me? Is I'm supposed to be a messenger or something? Like it just makes sense for me. They meet me, they get back on track. It's like I'm an oracle for them. They get back on track and they supposed to do what they need to do. And that's how I feel about it. Cause at the end of the day, I don't see nothing that I can lock in with. I don't see nobody who can stimulate my mind. I don't see no woman who can make me feel something I never experienced before. And she's not the same as every girl in the world. She don't shake. Like ain't nothing wrong with shaking ass, but you gotta do that shit for me. Shake ass for me when we in the house. But it's like every girl shaking ass, and I don't mind you being a freak, but be a freak for me. Let's do something we ain't never experienced before. So um, I just feel like it's just not. I just can't lock in with nobody because they think I'm so different, or I'm just like everybody else because I move in a way of purpose and vision. It's like, damn, I ain't about to beg you to fuck with me. I ain't about to pay you shit to fuck with me. I ain't about to tell you shit that you want to hear to fuck with me because at the end of the day, I'm gonna still be me. You could leave or go. Nobody gives a fuck because at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass man. Like I don't have time to uh try to waste my time and try to beg somebody to love me. Like I gave you the sense, I gave you the notoriety, um I gave you the signs, I even said it, bro. Like what more do a man have to do for a woman to say that she want to lock in? And then, all my life it always been like that. Like I don't have time to be doing that no more. I'm a grown man. By 30 something, I'm 30 something now. So if she not really willing to lock in, fuck it. I'm moving on. I don't care how good she thinks she is. How good I think she is. Fuck it. If she not trying to lock in, I'm 30 plus. Even on their timeline, I'm 30 plus. But they're trying to lock in, fuck it. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like, people, they're gonna do what they wanna do. We getting older based off the frequencies and how we moving right now. We getting older. We don't got time for all that. So, like I said, I'm gonna continue making my music, and I think that's gonna be the piece that I need. And another thing I'm worrying about, you know, my loved ones, getting older and transcending, and I know that one day it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna treasure every moment from here on out. I don't want to fuss at nobody. I want to treasure every moment, love them, get the memories, remember them, and because at the end of the day, I think that's the only thing I really can't understand is people I really care about leaving, and it's like, damn, it's no more of a physical vessel that I can go to and hug at the end of the day, you know. And I'm already thinking that on this level, and and they still here. But at the same time, I'm really appreciating them, and I love them from the bottom of my soul, and I'm gonna continue doing it, forever. But I just be thinking about that lately, and sometimes it get me down because I want people to live forever, man. Like, but you know, it just get to me, but I still find peace when I see them, in the present moment. It's like I always think ahead to prepare myself, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna enjoy them, everything, try to do everything I can for them, have parties and celebrate them because I know everybody not gonna live forever. And even with me, I try to not really stress too much about things and do what I want to do because at the end of the day, once you leave this realm, I don't even think we come back. We go to another high frequency. And it's not heaven. This shit is way more better than Earth. Way more better than Earth. Cause you telling me this is it? Hell no. It's multi-dimensional realms where we can go. And this one of many, I feel. This one of many. A ladder of frequency. Um, but yeah, so I just want to get off my chest, man, because I've been kind of like being in my head so much and Mercury retrograde, I couldn't record. And I just want to talk, I just want to talk, regardless of who's looking on the views or whatnot. I just want to talk and give my little, knowledge and wisdom of how I feel about things. And I just want people to know that you gotta have you, no matter what. You gotta be able to see your flaws and, you know, grow from your flaws and see your strength and become better with your strength. Um, so abundance, I say, more music coming. I'ma say probably in winter of 2026. Um, and I appreciate, everybody that came through, man. I'm out, man. I share abundance. Love y'all. Peace.